This is where we have gotten today. People with no brain cells, fried brain cells.
You have no idea how many people that's killing.
Men are getting weaker and weaker. Testosterone levels are dropping from year to year. You don't need fucking hacks or some complicated 64-step guide to happiness. It's damn simple. Get that in your head. I wouldn't even invite them for interviews to clean my toilets. They have not achieved anything. The world has changed over the last couple of years. In this video, I want to address a few things that really bother me. I do believe there is a lot of crap and bullshit being spread in the media, around social media, from a lot of people that in my opinion have no clue, and is very, very dangerous, very, very toxic, and especially for men. Most of my audience are men. I'm a man. I can relate with men much better. I see a crazy amount of men being desperate, frustrated, on the verge to commit suicide.
That's your theory? You're going to demoralize young people to be ethical? That's your theory? It's like you should go home and think about that for like a year. And I'm passionate about this, you know, because you have no idea how many people that's killing.
The messages that I receive, it's absolutely astonishing. And I also see in general people getting dumber and dumber with all that crap that is being produced out there and all the entertainment that is literally like a disease for an adult's brain, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and all these platforms. And this is very, very dangerous, especially for men. And I want to address a couple of things in this video. So buckle up, get ready, and you might really get triggered here.
Let's crush.
The last couple of years have been a lot different than before, and it definitely has shaped me quite a bit. I've seen social media now toxifying people's mind more and more than ever. You see fake people, fake lies on social media, left and right, people chasing likes, rewards for literally nothing, for posting duck face pics, stupid TikTok clips, and shit that makes you dumb. For that, you're being rewarded as the creator with some likes and attention, and you feel good for technically not really accomplishing anything, just for a superficial post, an edited fake version of yourself, getting your likes, your dopamine spikes for something fake that you're really not. And social media doesn't show who you are, rather someone you would like to be. And then others buy into this crap. And especially young minds and young adults believe things that are not true. And this is really, really dangerous. And then so-called woke people are indoctrinating our minds with all sorts of crazy agendas.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive. They're meant to be worker ants. They're supposed to listen to women. Shut up, bitch!
More dangerously, the minds of young adults, pushing dangerous agendas, especially, and this is something that really frustrates me, the so-called toxic masculinity. I have enough of this. Men are getting weaker and weaker, testosterone levels are dropping from year to year, and people telling you it's not that simple, giving you excuses to be lazy, telling you it's fine to be weak. To stay in your comfort zone, to be a slave, to remain a slave in the system. Right? You work really, really hard, you give it everything, but you're not really getting anything from it. You live from paycheck to paycheck, you probably end up being in debt even though you're working yourself almost to death. I'm in a lucky position where I am doing pretty well in life. I see myself in that responsibility, and I think everyone that has that time to address those things, to raise awareness, to tell people, hey, this is not the way you should go. There's a different path that will lead to more fortune, to more wealth, and ultimately to more happiness and health. Yeah, but people telling you these days to not pursue all the dreams you have because it is so complicated, talking you down, being toxic, being negative, maybe because you're not talented enough, you're not rich enough, you're not fit enough, you're not smart enough, and you buy into that crap. And even from your friends, family, but especially on social media. But listen, this is a huge lie. That's the biggest scam. It is fucking simple. Everyone is trying to make things so freaking complicated. You don't need most of the shit that is trying to be taught out there, to be sold out there, trying to make money off your uncertainties, of your all of your desperation, frustration. It is fucking simple. Get enough sleep, put your phone away, eat nutritious food, work out, meditate, get daily sunlight exposure, and your life will be okay.
Had that third failure in a row. Did you think
It's that fucking simple. And your testosterone levels will be back to normal. Your drive will be higher than ever. I, for example, I don't coach people who I can see have not the attention and level of focus that is required to soak up the knowledge that I have to share. It is a waste of my and their time and a waste of their money. I tell them to go get some proper sleep, get some sunlight, eat clean, move their fucking asses, and then we can get to work. But otherwise, it's pointless. And I see it the same in life. You don't need fucking hacks or some complicated 64-step guide to happiness. It's damn simple. Get that in your head. The questions I get from people on social media about shit and what they think, what they need and where they want to go and especially how they want to get there is fucking mind-blowing. I mean, you have it all on YouTube. Use the social media platforms to your advantage to educate yourself from people that are in a place where you want to be. Whether it's financially, whether it's health-wise, whether it's relationship-wise, it doesn't matter. But start learning instead of consuming dumb shit all the time. I am more than never committed to raise more awareness around this topic. Men burning out, being desperate, not knowing what to do, being confused, end up being suicidal, taking drugs, gambling away their fortunes. Wow, a poker player talking about this who benefits from gambling addicts. Well, listen, if I have a choice to push a button to never compete against a gambling addict, I will do so. I don't coach anyone who has the slightest traits of being an addict, who cannot afford playing poker, nor being in the emotional state to compete in poker. But at the end, it's still everyone's decision what to do with their lives. I'm competitive. I have the drive to win. I know what it takes, and I want to share that with you. Or you can decide to listen to your government or the media who wants to sell shit so you stay in your hamster wheel and you remain a slave of the system. I will call out people for their bullshit. If it insults you, I don't care. Keep crying and complaining. And especially people saying, nobody understands my life. Yeah, sure. If that's what you believe, keep buying into the same shit and you will stay exactly where you are. Or get your shit together, work out, eat clean, work on your projects, cut out the bullshit you don't need, and stop listening to people who make you weak and dumb. I had enough of this the past 2 to 3 years. I never reached so many messages, people being desperate, not knowing how to pay their bills, being fucked by their government, by restrictions and whatnot. They work really hard, they put in their time, they're trying to provide for their family, but they're not really able to provide their family and they're being desperate for help. I'm still shocked so many messages that I get from people being so depressed that they want to end it. So something needs to be done. I definitely won't change the world with our 95,000 YouTube subscribers, but maybe we can change the life of at least one person who can derive some inspiration and motivation from this content and change something in their lives. I am happy to trade this one person against hundreds or even thousands of subscribers who don't want to hear this content. I know that this is not necessarily like the poker content, the entertaining content. Some of you will say, stick to poker. But listen, thank God I got there where I am today of not being desperate for some likes and attention from some internet losers. If I want to make content tomorrow about underwater Mikado, I want to do so. I don't care. Because that's the ultimate level of happiness, being free and not tied to some people's opinions or desperate needs of trying to deliver what they want. No. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I do see this as an important topic. I want to talk about it and I want to help men getting out of this rabbit hole and sharing my experience, my knowledge about poker, not only poker, but also the 2 or 3 businesses that I've built, and to share what I know about becoming successful and also living a fulfilling life. And I want to use this platform to not only share poker content, but also raise awareness around topics that concern us all, and especially men. Topics that will improve your life, make you mentally strong and disciplined. Because that is what is required to be successful in poker and for everything else in life. And we need more men to wake up, to get their shit together and understand what is going on. And I highly recommend you watch the video, Why the Average Person Can't Win in Poker. Working out 3-4 times a week, 20 to 30 minute workouts, it's not a lot of time. And it's an investment in your body. It's an investment in your mind that will bring you so much more happiness, peace and freedom into your life. If you don't have the time for it, please then don't complain that you're in a shitty place. Then it's all your fault. You can literally mirror this video into Why the Average Person Can't Win in Life, because it applies the same. Joe Rogan shared a beautiful quote on his podcast: hard times create hard men create soft times create soft men create hard times, and we're right now in times of soft men and hard times. Masculinity doesn't mean oppressing women or being toxic. Oppressing masculinity and pushing this dangerous agenda of condemning men trying to be strong, to pursue challenges, making money, providing for your family, protecting your loved ones, protecting traditional values of family, of brotherhood, will lead to very, very, even harder times. You need to wake up. I'm really tired of this sheep mentality, especially in Germany. The German middle class is being completely fucked over right now. And I'm certain, as in many other countries as well, they're almost working in 2 jobs just to put food on the table. It's absolutely crazy in a country like Germany. One week a politician says A, and a month later he can say, oh, I never said that. And people move on and think, oh yeah, it's fine. And those guys are still in charge. It is utterly crazy, this cheap mentality. Look at the resumes of German high-ranked politicians. That's the biggest clown festival ever. I wouldn't even invite them for interviews to clean my toilets. They have not achieved anything. A lot of them don't even have a degree, no experience. And they're supposed to lead our country through this crisis? Go check for yourself if you don't want to believe me. It is crazy, the level of incompetence that is in charge right now. And people are still obeying and believing that the government and the big companies do really care about people and want your best. Good luck with that. Unfortunately, in these days, the majority of people just cares about their comfort. As long as I can scroll on my TikTok, watch hot tub streams, get my daily porn consumption, have my weekends, and be in this constant duh mode. Beer. Football games, yeah. If that is what you live for, quick short-term dopamine rewards, congratulations. And from day to day, you're carrying yourself for these dopamine kicks. But you will regret it sooner or later, and that pain will be a lot bigger than the pleasure from your dopamine kicks. And if you try to become a professional poker pro with these kind of habits, you have no chance. And it will get harder from year to year. And at some point, you wish you would have waked up earlier. They're giving you exactly the minimum, the entertainment, the distractions, everything. We're living a comfortable and happy life. Man, turn off the TV, stop watching mainstream news, stop watching porn, start reading some books, build your own opinion based on your own learnings, experiences and research, and not based on the news that is being presented and more importantly being altered before it's being presented on TV. If that is your main source for discussion and debate with people, man, GG, good night. You have lost. Start reading books. And more importantly, apply it. Not just reading it, learn it. Understand it. Learn from people and heroes that are successful and happy. Learn about Stoicism. Study. Apply it. Do something. But we need to stop the madness that is being pushed on us right now. That is the mindset that I want to surround myself with. If you agree and that's where you want to go and who you want to become, feel free to reach out, join our community, and let's achieve some fucking epic things together. And it's up to you how you define epic. Remember, a crisis will always offer tremendous opportunity. Detox your mind. Go in nature. Find the things you want to achieve in life. The people you want to have in your life. Surround yourself with those people. People that are positive. People that lift you up. But people that also criticize you in a productive way and call you out for your bullshit because they only want the best for you. Start taking action. Build something substantial. Stop blaming everyone around you. Blame yourself. Stop being a victim and stop being weak. Stop bitching around and craving for validation from your friends, spouse, and family. Rather, create validation. Something you can be proud of. I mean, what are you really proud of? Building your knowledge and experience based on watching the news? Your daily porn consumption? You're proud of not being fit, of being alone? You're proud of being poor, which is all your responsibility? And listen, I'm not talking about being financially poor only. Shit can happen, man. I know that. But having a poor mindset. Big difference here, my friend. Not all about money. Stop living for weekends and random parties and clubs that you gain zero value from. Live for experiences. You can still enjoy a good night out, but still prioritize your dreams, goals, and obligations. And this is where people don't get it. They think binary. It's like, oh, I can never go to clubs. I can never not have fun. This is where we have gotten today. People with no brain cells, fried brain cells that cannot differentiate and put things into context. They hear one thing, get triggered, and explode. This is not what I'm and so many out there are not talking about. We've seen it recently how this ended up on Twitter, how people are getting triggered if someone shares some valuable lessons around becoming successful and the sacrifices it requires. You remember that. I know it is hard as a man. I know it is okay to show emotions. I'm not saying never cry, whatever. That's also bullshit. But it is more important to control your emotions and to use that energy to achieve the things you want to achieve. Your mental, your mindset, it needs to be stronger than your emotions. Please, for 2023, remember that all this adult entertainment is like a massive disease for your brain, for your attention, for your level of focus, and will also negatively impact your relations if you don't have it under control.